And for the qualifying manufacturing and high technology FIEs, the rate is the 15% to 24%. So, two good news. Manufacturing FIEs with terms of at least 10 years have a complete tax holiday for their profitable year and 15% reduction for the next 3 years. This incentive is the minimum incentive available to manufacturing FIEs. And the manufacturing FIEs can still qualify for other applicable sentences. The second news is the FIEs that export at least 7% of their output in any year can have a 15% reduction in their tax rate for that year, and so on. But their good news can be cancelled in this year. So next, let's look at the other two important taxes: the value-added taxes for manufacturers and business taxes on services. For the manufacturing companies, I think the FIEs, the tax rate is 17%, because it's material and other part of it, and the SEZs file. Sorry, and for some the small businesses, that means they have the capital of the 1 million RMB and 1.8 million RMB. Their rate is 4%. And for some the businesses that their business taxes is 3% to 20%, but often it's 5% of it. And let's look at some of the individual taxes. The individual taxes is more important for your personal. This is the chart of it, and you may look at it, some of the figures from it. How to use this chart to calculate the amount of the tax owed each month? And maybe first, suppose for monthly taxable income of the 30,000 RMB, and do you know how to calculate this chart?
Is it what, the 25% tax rate? Is that right?
Yes, but suppose
25% of
25. Yes.
30,000.
Choose this row, and then how to calculate it? First is you choose the right line of it, and then you may use your salary, the 20,000, to subtract the lowest figure of the 20,000 is equal to the 10,000, and then use the 10,000 multiply 25% and equal to 2,500, and then add the 2,500 add the 3,000. That may be the cumulative taxes, and this is maybe the finally the 6,125. That is how to calculate and use this chart. But once refer to the text, we must know the international double taxation, because it's a very complicated issue in all countries in the world. So the reason of this phenomenon is the problem that the income earned in the foreign country may be subject to income taxes twice. Their income is taxed in the country where the income is earned and again, and the income might be taxed in the parent country. This could result in the double taxation. But in China, how to solve this problem? maybe we use the foreign tax credit. So a foreign tax credit is a means to avoid double taxation of the foreign source income in China. And suppose there are two circumstances. First, the individual will be assessed tax from China under income generated overseas is A. And second, the individual have been assessed tax from overseas under incomes generated overseas is B. So one is the A can be called the past tense, and the B can be called the future tense. And so remember the important formula. If the taxes have been paid to your home country is more or equal to the taxes paying in future to China, and that you don't need to pay nothing. But if the taxes have been paid to your home country is less than the tax paying in future to China, that you should pay the balance between them. And this is the China source income for foreigners. For people in most countries, maybe you know, if you are in China less than 883 days in a year while being paid by a foreign company, then none of your income is China source. If China doesn't have a tax treaty with your country, the cutoff is the 90 days. And if you are in China more than 183 or 90 days, your income may not be entirely China source if your job involves non-China duties. So you must pay attention to China launched a compulsory individual tax filing system in January 2007, and under it, taxpayers must report their income with the local tax authorities if they meet one of the following criteria. First, if your salary annual income exceeds 120,000 RMB, you must report. And second, you receive income from more than two sources located in China. 3, receive income from abroad. And this is allowable deductions for foreigners. And if you want to get the deductions, you must know the first, your every month's standard deduction is 4,000. But I don't know if that's true. And the second, there is some reasonable deduction. Housing, laundry expenses, and prepare food, restaurant meals, transportation, 2 trips home here with family members, and other things. So you have to remember that show office invoices for all expenses incurred in China. Always ask for 发票. In Chinese, in English, the official invoices. And at the end of my speech, you can see some of the tax havens in the world. This is tax havens, yes. But so many of the places, I don't know where. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.